Hello, everyone. I am Jessica Koch. I am your host. This is Profound Professionals. We are an interview series that has been running almost 8 years now. Do you know, with all our hearts and all our love and all your sharing as you've watched, we have almost 50,000 people following us over many, many platforms, including our email newsletter list. I am so proud of all of you and so grateful for all of you for following us along this journey. We bring industry experts from all over the world who can help improve your personal life or grow your business. And our guest today is so unique and so interesting and so fascinating and so global. I'm very, very excited to have her on our show today. So her name is Ira, and she is a metaverse builder and a leader of Spatial.io community. If you're going, what is this? Explain it. I'm going to say she's going to have to tell us all the things. She's going to give us all a great education today. So welcome, Ira. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm very grateful.
So tell us, how did you get into metaverse building, and tell us about Spatial.io and the community, and tell us how this became your passion.
All right. So, hi, everybody. My name is Ira, and I'm behind the brand Ira X Lab. And many of you know me, and many of you will learn about me today. I'm a metaverse builder at these days. And the way how I got into this profession, I've been always an artist, and I was into arts. I got the fashion degree long time ago in the 90s, and then I moved to US. And since I was so new in the US, I didn't know nothing. So my only choice to survive was to become a model. So I was a model for I think 6-7 years. And
I am not surprised. You are so beautiful. I am not surprised you were a model.
Thank you so much. Yes, I arrived to Miami at first, and I started modeling there. But then slowly I moved into New York City, and I signed up with the big agencies. I was dealing with many designers, amazing designers running castings all day long. It was crazy, and the life as a model was it's fun, but it's really also hard work, because basically you're young and you're not only responsible to look good, and also there was a lot of party time, so it's hard to keep it balanced. But yes, I survived, and at the end of I decided to close that career, and I didn't want to proceed because it was too much pressure for me. I like to be behind the scenes. I like to be artistic. So I opened up my own corporation, and I was in charge of my own designs. I was very excited to do collections and just like be super important designer in New York City. So that's when it was even more pressure came because I had to travel a lot, and I had to basically go and travel to India, to Thailand, source fabrics, do collections, contact factories, bring them back to New York, doing all kinds of shows, to sell all of this. It was a lot of work. So I think close to 2010, I closed that also chapter. I didn't really, it was a lot on my shoulders, and I was kind of, whoa, so what's next, I decided to focus on my family, and I moved back to Miami, did some here and there. I always focused on arts, did my own thing always. Then decided, okay, I was looking of who I am actually through life. And it was very important to me, not of what I do, but of who I am and what is it exactly I want to do. It doesn't matter if it's like arts or design. It just has to be really authentic to me. I have to love it. I have to live for it. So I moved to being kind of in this moments. I moved to Hawaii, and in Hawaii, I lived a spiritual life. I wanted to find exactly of who I am. So,
Beautiful. Love that.
so that's where it started, and I started reading like really deeply. Started reading, doing all kinds of things, did all kinds of things. Akashic records. I have certifications and everything almost. Like everybody who is looking for themselves. Then I found this book by Richard Rood. It's called Gene Keys, and it has everything I needed. It had everything I needed. Not only it answered all my questions of who I am. It's based on zodiacs. It's based on your birth. Not only it answered my questions, it also answered the questions to all my family people who I had questions about. So it really opened my eyes, and it kind of finalized that search for me. I kind of understood, okay, so all I need to do is just agree with it, because everybody has its own path and everybody has its own way. That's it. So, and it's all written in the star, it's all written in the palm. So, all right, with that knowledge, I kind of found my peace, and I came back to Florida after pandemic. I came back to Florida. I was sitting, because of the pandemic, we had to sit home. I was sitting home. I was exploring. I don't know. I was just on Instagram looking at stories, and I saw this live story from Spatial.io, and they were really excited about getting their legs in the metaverse. So before that, they didn't have the legs. It was half the body, and they were just floating around, and they were super excited. I looked at the guys and I said, "Wow, I have to go, and I have to check." So at that moment, I entered the metaverse, and when I entered, I just felt like so comfortable there. So like it was my place. I started discovering. I found this place, that place. Then one day I came to one of the rooms, and it was this one guy. His name is Dob Stilo, and he was standing and setting the schedule on the wall. And he started talking to me, and he said, "Well, we have events here. If you want to join us, please join us." So I decided, okay, let's do it. I came to one of their events, and they had events, I think, 3 times a week. It was very interesting because it was the first event in the metaverse for me. And since then, I attended, I think, after like 2 years and a half, right now, 2 years and a half even, I attended every weekly event of that group. And not only I attended, okay, so he asked me, can you do presentation? At that moment, everything was about NFTs. So I created 150 women robots, and it all came natural to me. I wanted to do a robot who is meditating, who is plugged on the neck with the plug, and who is sitting with the fingers and meditating. And all of the women had to look fashionable. So I created 150 different robots, fashionable, sitting and meditating. And the idea was to wake them up in the future, from the picture into the 3D, into their own world, into their own, beautiful lives and create a story. So at that moment, I was kind of still discovering, okay, what can I do about it? Because we didn't have much power in the metaverse at that time. We didn't have what we have now. And with, okay, so with time, I was just keeping that collection. With time, my metaverse announced that we're going to do games. And they're going to focus on games now. And they connected us to the Unity engine, game engine. And that Unity game engine, we can now create games.
Wow.
So at that moment, I met my dearest friend. His name is 90 Ghost. And he actually doesn't want to talk too much in the metaverse. He wants to be a ghost. I told him when we were just talking about it, I said, so what do you want to be? You know, like let's think about it, your name and stuff. Because at first his name was real. And then he said, I really don't want to be. I'm a ghost. So he's very talented. And we started going and we developed the first game in Spatial. And that game was very successful. Many people jumped in. It was thousands of people coming every day.
Wow.
They're just jumping into the game. It was crazy. I didn't sleep. I did not. I could not. Like if I would sleep, I would leave my computer next to me, still running, and I would wake up because people were in that space, playing and screaming. So it was that much high. So it was good. It was good. We had a lot of experience with that. The game was fun, and the whole game is actually about the Richard Root book. So the book has 64 hexagrams. All 64 hexagrams, they have their own. Each hexagram has it's like a tarot. It's based on I Ching, right? So it's number one hexagram based on masculine power, which is fire, and it's fire of creativity. And number two, based on water, and it's feminine power, and it's all about this other softness of So this is the powers we're speaking about. So I said, let's do a game. Let's do 64 games. Why not? And I said, let's create thrones for each game. So at the end of the game, you will come and you will have to do the quest, and at the end of the game, you have to go and sit on the throne, and that's your power. So it was interesting because creating this game was so much fun. Why? Because it's all there. It's all imagination. So I only had to imagine what is it going to be, what kind of throne. So if it was this fire throne, or yes, then it would be the game all about fire. The first game was about finding 6 fires in the space, and after the game is done, the whole room lit up with fire. Right?
Wow.
So now in the second game, when we opened it up, it was all about water. So you travel by water, you go under waterfall, you go follow the water guide, and at the end, you go to the throne and the water drops start dropping on you. So people who were playing those games, they were rewarded with special things, actually. And these special things, they developed naturally because we did a lot of parties in the metaverse. And all of these parties, they require you to dance. But we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to push on a keyboard to dance. those dances were super short, and you had to keep on pushing those buttons. So I could not wait to get this my fingers on creating long animations. So I was the first one who started creating these long animations, and so I would combine many animations in one. I would make it capable to go into the metaverse, upload it, and you only have to push once, and you
there's lots of music
forever. Yes, yes, that's my just like a G spot for.
So let me ask you this, Ira. So how does this translate? It sounds like you're bringing lots of joy to people, and this is a really fun and safe and interesting community where people are getting to know each other. They're interacting in games. They're interacting in parties, and they're talking in this metaverse environment. But how does this translate? So what kind of clients are you looking for? What kind of customers are you really just looking to have more people grow and come in to the community and play and engage? What is the goal here for you?
So the initial goal was to keep on working with the metaverse and keep on basically helping the metaverse to grow and to keep on developing better avatars, better animations, better games, better spaces, create a community. What we have now, this metaverse is amazing. It's one of the best ones, I would say, and everybody says that. It can be sometimes frustrating because of the, if you don't know what you're doing, it's frustrating, and you can blame on the metaverse, but actually, it's a combination. If you don't know, you don't know. So it is going to be not the metaverse problem. You just have to kind of know. So right now we have thousands of people entering the metaverse. It's not even called the metaverse anymore. So many things changed. It's a game hub now. So many people started developing the game. Now we have amazing people, popular people like a Shark Tank type, quests and challenges for creators to go and build a game for money. So that's what people are trying to focus on games. My thing here is to welcome everybody, show them what is possible, to inspire them, and hopefully, if they're inspired, they can go and create something for themselves. So, for example, a writer can take this opportunity to build an interactive space with their book. So basically, the book can be alive, If and then the people, it's not only a book now. So now thousands of people go into the metaverse. If the space is beautiful, if the space is interactive, and there's something to do with the quest, with the challenges through the book, it has to be like really thought well and developed well. So if this is the opportunity for people to not only learn, but even to meet the author in space, and to basically meet, and this author can do a party, meetups, talks, shows, anything possible through 3D interactive, immersive way. Because right now, everybody has glasses, VR glasses, and it's so cool when you go into the glasses, into the spaces. You can just basically flip the pages. You can touch things. You can do quests. It's so different way. So that's where we're going actually, and many people, for example, for fashion right now, everything fashion. We're creating avatars, we're creating animations, interactive spaces, all kinds of things that you can imagine, and it's possible to be at this moment. And I know that every year every year is just more and more opportunities, and more they open up for us this available features. It's amazing. Um, People just can come. Right now, I'm just inviting people to come join us. I'm there. They can find me there. I'm usually in my spaces all the time because I work on the side with other projects.
Mm-hmm.
And they can come. I talk to them. You can unmute yourself and you can ask questions. I can give you all kinds of portals to visit and experience different experiences. Collect your free avatars, collect your free animations, have fun, meet the community, and it can actually heal uh, the loneliness of people. Like if they're lonely and if they have like empty evenings, why not just come and enjoy and talk to people?
That's very cool. Now, do you have to have the glasses or can you still participate without the goggles?
So goggles, no, it's optional, and this is one of the options. This is why Spatial IO that is so popular, is because it's accessible on mobile,
Oh,
VR, and desktop. And
oh.
and actually, the best thing to do is to desktop, because you can use any browser. It
Mm-hmm.
all you need. So the way it's done is you go into the metaverse and it's going to ask you to create an avatar.
Hmm.
And just because our metaverse is compatible with Ready Player Me avatars,
Mm-hmm.
so all you need is your picture, your own picture, plug it in, customize it a bit, choose your clothes, and you're in. And you sign in with one
Hmm.
email address, one password. So not only you come in, they give you free templates to build your own gallery. So
Hmm.
if you're an artist, you bring your own art and
Hmm.
you set it up on the walls anywhere, invite your guys, let them see.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So I'm going to ask you to share with our audience a tip, something that from all your knowledge and all of your years of watching this develop and grow, especially for people who are brand new and are just entering into testing or trying this. What's a good tip you could give them?
Okay, so what I've seen so far in my spaces or with the creatives, there's many creative people. But what I've seen is that people come in and they totally forget of who they are, and they're trying to do something outside their scope, what they
Mm,
are. So that means they're overthinking,
mm,
and usually it's all super simple. If you're passionate about certain things, don't overthink. This is what it is. This is what makes you unique and amazing.
mm,
And this is what I actually want to see. I don't want to see anything else. If I interact with people and they come in and they're super passionate about pizza, you know, I'm
mm,
like, I want to see your passion. Bring the pizza inside here. We want to see your pizza. We want to go and eat your pizza. That's what I want to see. So don't overthink too much. Just go with the flow of who you are, but be authentic.
That's very cool. That's a wonderful tip. Now, since we've started our show from the very beginning, we always ask our guests to share a cause that's close to their heart. And I love the one that you were talking with us about before we got on the show. It totally connects to the creativity and the artistic space that you love so much. So, share with us a cause that you care about.
Well, I do care about arts, and in Hawaii, I used to go to this art space. It's called
Mhm.
Hui, HUI, and I would donate into the arts for children, for
Mhm.
beautiful culture of Hawaii. it
Mhm.
was it was something that I cared about.
I love that very much. And just spreading awareness and having these conversations makes such a big difference. I want you out there to put in the comments the causes you care about. Hit that share button. You just don't know who might be lonely and wishing they had someone to hang out with, and they may have a chance to, in a very safe space, go and hang out in the metaverse and see some of the beauty that other people are beginning to build and be creative with. So hit that share button, put in the comments, and share with us causes you care about. You might inspire someone when you share to share time, treasure, or talent for the arts in their community, to support children in the arts. You just don't know what kind of hero you can be just by pushing out a little bit of positivity and love. So, Ira, let's talk about a book. I know you mentioned one in the very beginning, but that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business. You can share the same one you mentioned earlier, or if you had another book that you might want to share with us.
Well, of course, I read many books, but Richard Rood, I think he got my attention really big.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it really answered all my questions.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know even about my kid. I didn't know how to even think of what my kid is about. But when I did when I did connect everything for my kid and read everything in the book, I can live with peace now. Why? Because I know this is the shadow of the kid, and this is the gift of the kid. So this is how it divides. There, it's a shadow and CD. CD is something like it's enlightenment for that gift. So if you recognize, you can really help your kid to grow in a healthy way, because okay, you can see every day, you can see the problem, but there is a big solution, because behind that problem hides the beauty. And so if you know what's hiding behind that problem, then you're safe. It's just being smart. So yes, Richard Rood, it's called Gene Keys. It's 64 keys. You don't have to read the whole book, but online you can create a chart for yourself just based on your date of birth, and then you go through how it will laid out, and bam, you have an idea of what is it, your superpowers or shadows, how you can deal with it.
I love that. I'm super excited to read that one. It definitely is next on my list now. I'm so glad that you shared that with us. And I'm so glad you've been here with us today, sharing us with your journey and this world of the metaverse and the spatial.io community. It's just so kind of you. We're so grateful that you've been here today, Ira. So it's been fascinating. So.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We're really busy in the metaverse at this moment, building. And since we have 64 games, we have to focus. So we have a marketplace now. People can come, buy fun things like auras for their avatars, animations. I have a full store of 100 and I think 50 animations right now.
Wow.
Which are amazing. And most of them are for free. I give them away left and right so people can enjoy their parties, dance. They love avatars, collecting the avatars throughout the games. So this is what we do now.
That's fantastic. If you're watching and you're thinking, wait, I'm an industry expert, I should be on this show, well, then I agree with you. Reach out to us and let us get you set up. So if you're an industry expert that can help improve someone's personal life or grow their business, we would love also to feature you. And if you know someone, be their hero and ours and send them our way because we can get them out there and in the real world and in the metaverse, it sounds like, as we grow and develop in this space. Now, before we say goodbye, Ira, is there anything else about you or your business you want to share, or a final thought, a piece of inspiration or information to leave everyone with?
Well, my idea for my NFT collection 2.5 years ago actually is getting like it's coming true, and I'm now at this moment where I'm generating these 3D robots awakening from the picture. And one time on a podcast, I think, or some kind of Twitter space, one of the leaders of the Polygon blockchain asked me a question. He asked me, "What would you like to see in 1 year?" I said, "I want to see a robot on Times Square, my robot on Times Square in a big billboard."
Yes.
In 1 year after I saw I actually recently had my robot on Times Square billboard.
Wow.
So basically, it's something that, of course, we control. We can control. Sometimes we just don't believe it, but we can control. My mantra in Spatial is keep it spicy. I even have a T-shirt, "Keep it spicy" by Ira X Lab, from my merchandise, because you have to, by being authentic, it's spicy. If you pretend to be something else, it's not. So keep it spicy.
I love that. Thank you so much again for being on our show. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching and for sharing with us the causes you love, the books you care about, a tip you want to share, what you've learned about the metaverse. We can't wait to hear from you. Make sure you put it in the comments and reach out to us. And I hope you wander in and create yourself an avatar and go and knock on Ira's door and have some conversations with her. So until the next show, I am your host, Jessica Koch. This has been Profound Professionals. And until next time, be kind to yourself out there and be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Jessica.